Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of the 2018 Big Guns Tournament. Starting off in the commentary box with me, Dave Ewing.
Hello guys,
and Butters just floating around. He's going to jump on shortly as well.
Butters wants to be a social butterfly for a while.
Social butterfly it is. And we got two matches to start things for you. First of all, Mark Curwood versus Sawan. And on the other table, we've got Ben Foster and Michael Reardon.
Sawan clearly doesn't have the speed of the table.
No, my feelings on the Curwood-Sawan match will be probably a little more tactical than the Reardon versus Foster match. So we may focus a little more on the Foster-Reardon match just for, I think it'll finish quicker and the entertainment value might be there a bit earlier. But if we see a really interesting tactical frame start to emerge, we may flick it back across.
Absolutely.
And there's a better lag from both.
It'll be a pretty interesting matchup actually between Sawan and Mark Curwood. Both of them are very methodical players. Sawan certainly is a very strong tactical player. So I know Mark does enjoy playing tactical frames. So
he does.
It will be a very interesting match between those two.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to not chopping up when finishing. That's going to be the key. I know that's the key really in most matches, but I think more so when you get into those tricky sort of frames.
Yeah, especially if Sawan gets out to a good lead, it's going to be. I feel like it's going to be pretty hard for Mark to be able to come back in the match.
And Dan's done the right thing by everyone, and he said, you know what, we'll put both matches on at the same time. So let's try not to talk about different matches here. And not the break I expected first off the bat from Benny. He's really pulled back on it and he's left himself a cluster, but he's been playing heaps of snooker and he's automatically got yellow in the middle into the pack, just like a blue. he's denied it. I can't believe he's denied it.
The extraction selection. Pocket weight.
Well, I'm shocked he denied that, just for the entertainment value of his snooker.
There was an argument to actually go yellows, actually.
Well, I thought they were better as well.
Yeah.
Wow, he's really...
He's didn't stay down on that at all.
But he's put the brakes on immediately. But I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's not been playing pool.
Okay.
He's moved to Melbourne just to play snooker, nothing but snooker. And he wants to. The reason he's moved to Melbourne is because this is predominantly where your better snooker players are.
Well, it's going to come down to conditioning. I mean, at the end of the day, even if he hasn't been playing airball, if he's been playing under pressure, then he still should be okay for this tournament. But if he hasn't, if he's just been like doing a lot of drills and a lot of practice, then it can be quite tough, especially in a tournament like this with race to 11s, to just hold your nerve. Yeah, Michael's played a nice containing safety there. Ben really has a real issue with that ball in the middle, and then obviously the black as well, because the ball that he's going to use for an extraction on that ball will be pushing it into the yellows.
Sorry folks, just changing mic. The mics we're using sound a little bit tinny, so we've gone back to the old headsets. And yeah, listen Dave, Dave's just changing your headset now, but don't underrate Michael Reardon to win this match.
Thank you.
He's probably, in my opinion, the most improved player in Victoria in the last 12 months.
Wow.
He just missed out the stateside last year. I think he maybe got first emergency or second emergency. Knocked on the door, and to be honest, I think he was flying day one and had just a little minor brain fade day two, which is not unusual to see out of guys who've made the 20 for the first time. It's a really tough format.
Yeah.
And it's a mind battle as well. So I expect him to make statesides in the future.
It's amazing when you get into those kind of situations where you just end up wanting it a bit too much instead of just concentrating on what you need to do, and that brings you anxiety. That's where you tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, you're spot on, mate. And I think he did experience a little bit of that, especially in the morning. He was fresh, he was nervy, knew he needed a good start.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like just putting that extra bit of pressure on yourself is just that unnecessary pressure is like what lets down a lot. I feel like it lets down a lot of people in these kind of situations where the only thing that you can never control is the next visit that you come to the table. If you start worrying about other factors, or I need to get this win or that win, and that suddenly makes everything so much more difficult.
And Benny's just put the brakes on and just covered up the yellow. He's played it well. If I'm Mick Reardon here, then I'm going to basically try and open my yellows up here and
absolutely
and put the threat into the visit of going game next visit.
Do you think he could double that yellow that he's right next to and try and double it into those other yellows?
Well, to be honest, mate, I would have just played the yellow above the that's just above the red that it's stuck to, and I'd have just screwed back to the back rail there.
Yeah.
Just open them right up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I expected this to be really open, this match, and Benny Foster's proven me wrong. And
he's gonna
foul now.
Foul here. Does need to push through a little bit. He doesn't want to leave a gap here. Ooh, is there a gap underneath that? It's hard to tell from here.
He probably will jam out, but look, to be honest, where the balls are, I'm not seeing it at like first glance. I'm not seeing a big out. Butters, if he had the mic, he'd probably say this is easy.
He's already shaking his head in the background.
Yeah, he's already going, what are you talking about, Stevens? Can't you see this out? Mix, I think he's sort of toying with the idea of potting the red straight away, but doesn't want to leave a foul snooker, obviously.
I feel like he needs to move. Yeah.
Oh, he's fouled.
No, I think he's just. Is he flipped?
Has he hit that? He's walked away and called foul. So.
Oh wow, he's left a foul snooker too.
Tell you what.
Is there an option there? Do you reckon he can, if it's a foul snooker, he can play the black onto the yellow that hits the other yellow and pots the red?
You'd want to give it a bit though.
Yeah, you play it firm, because then that's going to open up the red to the bottom left corner as well.
I'm looking at the table. It's hard to tell, but I don't think it's quite on.
Right. I'm a new man. So pretty much on cue, you would expect Sawan and Mark to get into these little tactical battles.
Honestly, Dave, what's wrong with playing the plant here and then flicking the bottom side of the yellow, the red that's stuck to the yellow, and opening up the balls?
Oh, well,
that's turned out all right.
Oh, that's turned out brilliant for him.
Well, he's even nudged the plant on as well. That's actually a great result.
Absolutely. What's your plan here, Jamie? Are you trying to get onto that red next, the red that's near the black? Try and leave a bit of angle and try and be able to, like, just nudge into that yellow to open everything up a little bit?
It just depends if I can get the white ball off the cushion this shot. If I can punch off it a little bit without moving too much, I like the shot. If you can get the white ball a foot to half a foot to a foot up the table in that line where the red is at the moment, I like that shot. But if you're really straight, you can't do much with the white. I'd almost be content just leaving it on the bottom rail and then playing the ball afterwards. So he could get up the table, but I think he's overplayed it a little.
Yeah, this is a very delicate shot too, because that yellow plant looks like it's pretty close to planting the black in the middle as well. If he plays it in the top corner, he's going to be in a lot of danger to snooker himself. Maybe try to play like punch stun, but like try and make a quarter ball cannon off that yellow.
I actually like playing the ball at the top and punching into the three yellows that are near each other, the bottom of the three.
Right.
But as it's turned out now,
it's still awkward. I still don't like it.
He's got two shots though, so it's not too bad.
You almost got to screw off that yellow next to the black, otherwise he's going to bury the white.
You know, he might actually try and give himself an angle for the ball in the middle as his last ball and slip between the gap or just stun onto the bottom of those three yellows again.
You know what, Jamie? Would you consider doubling this? Is there a double on there?
I really like leaving it till last here. I think it's just a commitment. Believing in what you're going to do. I like that because now I think you can just screw into and cannon the bottom.
Oh, right. It goes in the
bottom of the second yellow.
Yeah, right. My bad. I didn't realise it went in the middle. If it goes in the middle, then he's played that perfectly.
Just must hit the bottom side of this middle yellow though. And he's done that. Now it's not turned out perfect because he's just clipped it a little thin, but he should still be okay.
How are you playing this, Jamie?
I think I'm still going to play this to the top left-hand corner.
Do you think it goes? I don't. That is risky.
I'll be able to tell you in a sec.
You can bury the white.
It definitely goes. The only risk I think is if you do play it plain ball, you're flicking off the bottom side of the yellow once again and taking the white ball towards the bottom cushion.
There is an argument just to play it straight into the yellow.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, he's played that well.
That's a good shot.
Ooh, Sawan. Wow, he had 2 shots on that ball. He is going to be losing the white here, Sawan. and Ben
Table looks to be playing well. If these are anything like the ones we played at state singles in on the weekend at Potters, mate, they played so well. Like,
yep.
And I'm talking, it's been a long time since I've played on a table where they actually rolled true.
Oh, right.
Oh, they were great to play on.
How about down the rails?
They weren't good enough because I lost. But yeah, down the cushion's no good because I missed a ball down the rail that I needed to win. But no, in all seriousness, they're fantastic.
Nice.
It's overcut.
Wow.
That's a bad error. So Woody, a chance here, lifeline.
Which way are you going? I think you're going to take it up top left.
I think he can actually play top left plain ball, come left-hand cushion and back across again. I think he's just waiting for a player on another table to
He can just
get out of the way.
cue down just slightly on and stun it, and then he can play in the right corner too. It's just personal preference here, like what you're comfortable with, how you're feeling at the time. And Michael has dumped the white, and yeah,
Butters just said 2-0 straight off the bat. So he's playing your shot here, Dave. He's stunned it.
Oh, he hasn't
come far enough.
But this is just got to pot the ball here.
It's actually why I like the plain ball shot, but you know what? It probably wasn't on. I don't think he had enough angle for it. Got to fully commit to this.
Yep. Not fully commit, so he sends the white back down the bottom cushion.
I think he's got to play this with bottom right. He has. He's played it very well.
He's hit that.
You know what?
Wow.
I will tell you something right now. I have seen Woody play that exact shot and pull the white around and off about 4 times now over the years.
It is, when you do have those really thin cuts and you're playing with the extreme side, it is always going close to that top corner.
He actually played it really well too. He's only just found the pocket.
Yeah.
A little unfortunate, but well, I don't think Benny's tried to sit that. I actually think he's tried to pot it and he's just missed it.
Just got a little bit tight on that. Didn't quite get through the ball as well. See him just stand up a little bit.
Tell you what, Mick, these actually look a little dodgy. These are a big chance.
These are actually, This is especially if this ball he can get through it and then just sneak past that yellow and then play the other two.
Yeah, like that. And again, he's gone too far, has he? Or is he all right? He can probably still screw off the side rail again.
Do you think they both pot in the same pot in the left middle?
I reckon they do. Not sure whether the right hand two sneaks past the black in the opposite middle. If it does, then you can just play a little stun off the left hand side one.
Yeah, it's hard to tell his angle here, but it looks a little bit. It's that in between angle.
Yeah, I think he's heading up table a little bit, but you can screw off. You can deep screw off it.
It does look like he may have to use that ball, the yellow that's near the black spot. He might have to use that as his finishing ball. And try and find a nice link so we can get back down table.
He's digging into it again.
He's going to screw off the rail.
Overplayed it. He's still at the table though. And that's all you want when you're in this position.
This is going pretty close to the off.
It's close to an off. Yep.
Doesn't want to contact the black either.
Pretty sure it goes to the top left as well. Whatever happens here, though, it's a commitment shot.
Absolutely.
Well, he's jacking up again. I don't know about this.
I'm not a huge fan of this. Degree of difficulty was really, really tough there.
Oh, he's got I'll say a mini result where he's only made the black available to a sort of one corner.
It'd be interesting to see which ball he wants to use last to get onto it. Ideally, he wants to use a ball on the bottom left. Just be high on it so he can cut it thin and then come up table towards the middle to pot the black. Doesn't really want to leave the red that's on the left-hand side. It's just in a really awkward spot, especially transitioning into the black.
Yeah, look, to be honest, the transition black, I'm thinking, is actually the ball that's on the bottom cushion on the left-hand side of the table.
Absolutely.
Benny looks really tentative at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean super tentative.
Even in his early frame when he put the ball over the hole, he just hasn't got going yet. Still feeling a little bit of jitters, a little bit of nerves.
You're going to see a lot of it too in the early rounds of the tournaments. People settle down, get used to conditions. There's a lot at stake. And the fun part about this is the tip of the iceberg. We're going to see some ridiculously good matches throughout this tournament.
Especially when probably from about round 3 or round 4 onwards, it's there's nowhere to hide.
Round 3, if all the seeds will keep winning, they all run into each other.
Yeah.
So that's where some real crazy stuff's going to start.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Benny's actually just lost the white a few times here, and he's got himself in a bit of trouble.
I think he's okay. Oh, wow, this is interesting. I thought he would take the ball in the middle, take the ball over the hole, then use the one that you were saying.
I'm not sure it goes. Oh, he could clear. All right, well, he's back with a chance again. Well, he's still not got this white ball on a string, though.
I think, actually, this isn't too bad, especially if that red passes to the right middle. Then he has a reasonable margin for error to be able to get on that ball and then still float down table. Just doesn't want to get straight or run past it.
So I actually like playing this ball in the middle, to the left middle, take the white ball the side rail, and then you're going to have a natural angle to go back up for the black. But it's not the easiest pot, so that's why he's going your way.
Ooh.
Underhit a bit. Probably would have liked to be up the table another half a foot to a foot.
This is quite awkward now, actually.
I don't know how we can hold the white here. Do you think it goes to the corner?
It definitely goes in the corner, but it looks like he's too straight or he's slightly the wrong angle. It's hard to tell from here. Yeah, he's taking up the top. Oh, he must be able to have an angle where he can just run straight through them.
No way, surely not. If he has, he's actually... If he's played... Oh, well, okay. Oh, what a result that is. I don't know if he's played for that, but that's a sick result.
Yeah. Cued that really, really nice.
That just says all day long. That was a sick cannon to get it that perfect. I think he's tried to play for the up the table, but to get that perfect flick off the yellow and then hold it with the other yellow, I'm going to question that. But it's a good finish.
But he will take it.
Meanwhile, the Sawan Woody battle.
So Sawan, you want to be taking this, then you're taking the lower of the reds into the middle, then you want to take the one up the top, and then you can use the middle ball as a finishing ball for the black.
Yeah, it looks pretty straightforward. This is just a matter of getting down, give yourself a comfortable shot.
Just make sure you leave yourself a little bit of angle, just like that. How do you play these, Jamie? You like to play these with a touch of right-hand side, or do you prefer plain ball?
Just plain ball. You don't have to do anything special. Just make sure you come out centre table as far as in line with the brown spot. See, I think that's too thin myself.
Right.
I'd much rather come across another foot where you can just either stun it in or drop it in. You might have to go up and down on this now.
I think you can hold with it, but I think you can hold. Just take a slightly thinner cut.
Okay. I just don't like trusting that pace.
Yeah, of course.
And we don't like gloves. That's right. The gloves probably help him pot that though. And the gloves come into play yet again.
It's just like putting sandpaper on the ball, isn't it? Same thing.
Yeah, I think the gloves should be outlawed myself.
Yes, I'm not really a huge fan.
It's basically like the AFL player using the glove to mark the ball.
Yeah, true.
No, I actually don't really care, but I just like to cause controversy.
So, Mark's going to be quite disappointed here to be 2-0 down. He certainly had chances in both frames.
Oh, absolutely. Too. I actually think someone should put the pink glove on. That
matches eye colour.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think maybe a bit of breast cancer awareness wouldn't go astray if you put the pink glove on. Put the old McGrath Foundation into play.
Yeah, it's true. So it's going to be interesting how Michael plays. If he's going to play this one slow or is he going to play this firm? Just punch it off it. No,
he's got it now though.
Oh, it's a bit of an awkward angle to play it off the red.
Fine. Butters is all over this.
He needs to hit this thin. He can't play it with too much pace.
I reckon he can actually get the left hand of the two yellows here as well.
Got to be careful there. He's got to be careful of the double kiss there. Yeah, exactly. He might have double kissed it alright though. Is that plant?
Slightly off angle, I reckon. Yeah. He can hit it underside.
We're going to have a full-blooded go at this because it's going to come up naturally for his next shot up in the middle table.
Yeah, reds are dodgy as well. No.
Just pocket weight, in or over. So Mark's going to be looking for an extraction here. Must be contacting it reasonably full. He's decided to just chip off.
Yeah, not
the worst shot.
I honestly think having a go there was probably worthwhile.
Yeah, if you take on the plant there, I mean, you're going to be getting coverage anyway.
He has asked a question though. He's basically said, listen, I've left you not a hell of a lot unless that ball goes in the middle, and all my balls are now on, so you need to do something about this, Benny.
So what are you looking at here, Jamie?
I'm almost liking the flick off the ball on the right rail and taking the white ball to the top left corner, but not going in off, of course. Just trying to leave a really tough shot.
I'm wondering if he can, say, pot this ball here, that is to the left middle if it goes, then chip off the ball on the rails. At least you're getting rid of one of your problem balls as well.
If you can do that too, you can take it off one and try and get to the bottom rail underneath the red, get a snooker. I think he's tried to play the shot I've suggested. He's got a result, a mini result, I'll say again, because he's blocked off the obvious pocket for that yellow, I think. Actually, you know what? He may have left nothing. Or can he get through to this? He could get through.
Oh, well, this transition's going to be very, very difficult now, unless he can punch this off the yellow. Oh, sorry, off the red. How's it look? Oh, it looks quite far out from here.
I think he'll be able to pinch a little bit of angle in the middle here and straighten it up a touch.
I was surprised that he decided to play bottom on that. I thought he might want to clear the ball that's down towards the bottom, but...
I think he's decided that bottom ball's his black ball.
Yeah, it must be.
If he can just get just off straight on his second last ball, he can screw straight back.
It does look like he just has a touch of angle, but it's hard to tell from here.
No, he does, but I believe he can pinch the middle enough to straighten it up.
What do you reckon? Just a little bit of left-hand side to maybe help straighten up the line a little bit?
I wouldn't even use side here. I just...
Oh, no, he was straight.
Butters has called the shot that was really obvious that we didn't see. And just stunned on the inside of the reds to the bottom cushion rather than trying to get straight and screw straight back.
This is a nice angle here. You can just cue straight through this.
Yeah, got to get through the ball here.
Yeah.
Played it well.
He's fallen absolutely perfect here.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that. He's got a shot. And on the other toe, we can see lots of pocket blocks going on. Not sure how the frame sort of turned out like this, but...
Sawan, just in that situation, you just want to make sure all your balls are on, just keep the pressure on. Forcing Mark into a really difficult situation here.
Good shot there. Played that well, Reardon.
Just wants to make sure he composes himself, just cue nicely through this.
Once he settles down, because he does need to settle.
Well, that's going to give him a lot of confidence then if that's the case.
Yeah, he'll feel good. He's on the board. And he's a kind of guy too. He won't go, oh, Ben Foster, oh, he's won Australian title. Oh no, and he won't fail under pressure from a name. Whereas we will see a lot of other players that haven't got the same credentials do so.
What do you think there, Jamie? It looks like Mark, if he can stun up table, say towards, just to the right-hand side towards the middle, then he can play the red to the top left corner, and he'd be canning into his dead red full ball.
And he's looking at it right now.
Yeah, and he does have two options where if he goes to the left-hand side of the table, then he will be on the ball in the middle. If he goes to the right-hand side, he'll always have that fallback as well. That looks pretty good.
I think it's just a touch thin.
Yeah, he probably needs to play this with bottom. He needs to try and get into this ball full. Quarter ball or half ball here is not really going to do him any good. Half ball might be okay. Nah.
Well, he's managed to get some coverage.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit fortunate there. I think he was having a dip.
He was. It's his best result.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get that music turned down, though. We'll be back in a sec.
Sawan's controlled that really nicely. Wants to come out just past, like just to the right of the blue spot, just so he can play the yellow inside the red, and then as long as that ball comes out okay,
he's alright.
He's alright. Just don't want to be hitting this at. You want to be playing this at a little bit of pace.
Yeah, it's basically just punch it in.
Yeah.
Well, you got the jaw, left cushion first, left jaw first. Yeah. Played it well.
Yeah, you see that at a really nice pace. Watch it in the middle.
Whoa, that sort of did a little bit of you beauty there, didn't it? Just decided to want to try and nap in a touch.
A little bit of how you doing?
I think he's okay. If he had stuck on that yellow to make this bottom ball not on, that would have been a poor shot. Yeah, so he's all right.
Would have been a careless mistake.
Look to be sliding in nicely too along the rails of the new cloth, so that'll encourage a more attacking pull. Certainly makes me feel good seeing it.
Oh, wow.
That's
under hit that
once
by
again,
a mile.
I reckon lazy. That's all that is pure laziness. Like, if you just that's why it's important to take care of every shot you play.
What are you thinking here? Are you thinking take the ball in the left middle, then take the right middle, then play a back double on the red? Are you just having